Hey there, Instagram. It has been a while since I've been live, and I wish I was coming live for a different reason. I have decided I want to make sure that I should be live now on all platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook. Let me know where you're coming in from. Say hello. I want to chat about something that's gone down. Listen, I'm in the financial space in the sense that I I feel like this season of my life is to focus on helping you find the path to financial freedom and to do it in a sustainable way, in a way that allows you the opportunity to create something that I call the money machine in my book, Building Your Money Machine, but it allows you to live a life of choice, a life where you get a chance to say, I get to live instead of I have to live. A life driven by the decisions, the choices, the dreams you have rather than the demands you have, if you will. And so when I see these kinds of headlines and I see these kinds of things going down, like what has happened with this Haley Welsh character, because that's what I think she is. Um, I feel compelled to come out, speak about it, and hopefully educate so this doesn't happen to those folks again. Okay, because the fact of the matter is that what transpired, and for those of you that don't know, and you can leave me comments and everything, I'll monitor it all, and I'll answer some questions. But I want to touch on this. Okay, Haley Welsh was a nobody. Okay, she was a nobody that happened to be probably drunk when she did it. I don't even know because I didn't see the video, but she did a viral video. She got interviewed walking on the streets. I think it was in Nashville, and someone asked a sexual question, and she went absolutely bonkers viral. Okay. Then she decides she's going to open up a podcast. And because of her popularity, she got a lot of big names on there. Now, so she's got this popularity. She's got no capabilities as far as finances, money, uh, even when you think about thought leadership and all that stuff. She doesn't have any of that. Okay. But because of the popularity, she attracted attention. And so she looked at it and said, how can I monetize this? Which, in one sense, I don't blame her. She's sitting back saying, I got this popularity. How do I use it to allow me to monetize it? And so she did. And she decides that she's going to go down the crypto route. Now, don't get me going on crypto just to begin with. Now, Bitcoin is at all-time highs going crazy. I get it. All right. So she decides she's going to create something called a meme coin. Okay. Meme investing, I've talked about before. Meme investing is not investing. It is speculation. It is gambling. It is sitting back and saying, I'm going to jump into something, hope someone comes in back at underneath me and pushes the price up, and then I'll get out and make money. And so what happens is that she creates this coin, the Hawk coin, on December 4th. This coin has nothing. There's no utility. There's nothing to do with it. There's no popularity except her popularity. And immediately this coin goes to a market capitalization, a value of of almost $500 million, half a billion dollars, $490 million. Now, what does that mean? Here's what's happening is it's supply and demand. When people are buying and people feel like they want to get in, they push the price up because the more demand there is for something, the higher the price goes. And so all these people were jumping in early on at the beginning, at the launch of the coin, that pushed the value of the coins up to $490 million. And then within hours, those that bought early on started to get out. And within hours, it plummeted from 490 million to around, it lost 90% of its value, down to about 60 million. It just is, this is the classic pump and dump scheme. It is illegal. it is something that has happened. Art of War from Ohio. It's good to have you back. I remember you from the webinars. So it's a classic pump and dump scheme, no different than GameStop and AMC and what the Reddit, the Wall Street Bets was doing. Okay, it is, and what a pump and dump scheme is that you get a group of people coming into something early. Now, back in the day, they used to do this through call centers. Now, because of social media and influencers, it's a much easier thing to perpetrate. And what happens is that there's a lot of talk, there's a lot of push, people are buying, the price is going up, Those that got in early decide, now I'm going to get out at the peak. They make a ton of money, and everyone else is left holding the bag. Think about it. 90% of the value gone within hours. People lost their retirement. People lost, their savings. They lost a lot because she, in her greed, and I don't know her, but I don't care to know her. Okay, I am someone who's a survivor and was a victim of a Ponzi scheme. So these parasites, and that's what they are, will prey on people and take their life savings. Now, I recovered and did well from there, but there are people that got caught in the Ponzi scheme that I was in that completely destroyed their lives. And so when I say they're parasites, they are parasites. In my mind, they're blood-sucking parasites that take the life out of your savings, your wealth, your future, if you're not careful. And I want you to be aware. I'm going to tell you the things to watch out for. I'm going to walk you through some things to keep you safe, because that's what I think I'm here to do. And hopefully you don't fall prey to it just like I did in the Ponzi scheme in 2005. Okay, it was a while ago, but it still left its scars. Between me and two other friends, we lost over $4.5 million. Now, she has claimed that she's not sold any of her coins, but some of the research into the wallets shows a little different. Okay, and when you look at it, there was a very small number of wallets that controlled a substantial portion of the coins, which really gives an indication of controlling supply. There was one in particular that literally had 17.5% of the supply seconds after it launched. And then immediately sold it for $1.3 million in profit. Okay, that's pump and dump. And so here's some things to understand. The current price of the coin, the high was at 10 cents. Now it's like at 0.000261. I mean, it's fractions and fractions and fractions of a penny. It's worthless. And the idea of a meme coin in many cases is just a meme. It's for fun. But it ain't fun when you wipe out people's financial future. It's not what it should be. So the origin of it was some sort of humor, pop culture kind of thing. It's community driven. It has tremendous volatility. It's not something that is meant as a long-term investment. It is not even meant as an investment. I wouldn't even call it an investment. It's a souvenir. That's what it is. Okay, I'm emotional when it comes to this stuff, but they're not even cryptocurrencies in my mind. When you look at some of the popular ones, Shiba Inu, Pepe Coin, all of those had to do with memes, the Pepe Frog meme and all that stuff. So here's the characteristics that I think we need to be aware of. When you start in memes in general, in fact, I would avoid meme investing, because all you're investing on is the emotional ride of people talking about it. And when they stop talking about it, it's going to come crashing down. And if you're in it, you're going to come crashing down with it. So here's what happens. It's community driven. It's highly volatile. It has low or completely non-existent utility. In other words, there's no value to it. Okay. When you buy a stock in a company, I buy a share of Google. I own a piece of a company that is providing a service that has cash flow, that has the ability to grow. It has utility. It has a business plan. What does her hawk coin have? Nothing. There's no utility. There is no value. There is nothing there. And it's not even, I wouldn't even put it on the same parity as Ethereum or Bitcoin. So they're not the same, even though they say, well, it's a cryptocurrency. It's not. There's a high supply, so there's a bunch of them. It's completely hype driven. These are the characteristics, and it is extremely risky. It doesn't belong in a portfolio. Okay, so here's why I think that if you consider these types of things, you need to be careful. Number one, they, like I just said, they lack intrinsic value. There's really no value to it. There's no utility to it. Number two, they're extremely volatile. Okay? They go up really fast, they come crashing down really fast. And those that understand it, get in early and get out early are the ones that make it. And those that don't are left holding the bag. There's a tremendous, number three, there's a tremendous potential, like we see here, for scams. And scam artists to use a system to get your money into an investment that truly isn't an investment. It is rife with pump and dump schemes, with the use of social media and all that stuff. It makes it easy to perpetrate it, okay? Many of these meme coins are literally created with the intent to profit from unsuspecting investors. It's why I have criteria. When I got caught in the Ponzi scheme, yes, I lost money, but what it did, it gave me the trading, the investing rules that I follow today to keep me safe. There's no number four, there's no long-term sustainability in a meme coin. And number five, and this is huge, it is susceptible to market manipulation. You get a couple of social media influencers, and all of a sudden, they push the price up. They push the value up. And there's low liquidity, and there's centralized holdings, which can drive it up, and there's few large investors, and then they dump it, and everything tanks. So how do you keep yourself safe? How do you not get caught in this? And I think that there's a couple things to think about. First off, always do your research. Now, one thing's for certain. We have a fundamental rule in the money machine world, in the building your money machine world. Fundamental rule number one is you never, ever invest in something you don't understand. If I don't understand the utility, the value, the business behind the investment, I don't invest in it. Simple as that. You might leave $1 billion on the table, but you might save a whole lot of grief. I'm okay with leaving money on the table. If it doesn't fit my criteria, if it doesn't fit my rules, it doesn't fit my pocketbook. Simple as that. Do your research. So number one, do your research. Understand the purpose, understand who the people are behind it, understand the utility of it, understand the plan for it. Number two, beware of FOMO. If you're sitting back going, oh my God, I'm missing out. You know what that is? That's your emotions getting involved. When your emotions get involved with your financial decisions, when emotions go up, your financial intellect goes down. What happened to me in the Ponzi scheme? As soon as you make an emotional financial decision, typically it is a bad decision. Okay? So if you're feeling this tug of fear of missing out, check yourself. Back out of it and say, wait a second. Let's put the emotions aside. Let's look at it logically. Let's follow the rules. Let's follow the criteria. Okay? Number three, diversify your portfolio. If you want to invest in something like this, which I don't know why you would do it, it's a very small piece. Very small piece. So when it goes to the bottom, it goes to zero like this one did, effectively it's zero, it might piss you off. You might eat bad food for a weekend, but it's not going to destroy you. We don't put everything in it. So you have a diversified portfolio. There's a reason that I have the investing rules and I teach the way I teach. I want to give you a unshakable foundation of safety first. Then I'm going to worry about growth. So when I talk about it in my book, in the chapter 12 of my book, the Wealth Priority Ladder, it's all about giving you this unshakable foundation from which to grow from and to build it in a way that is sustainable, not just for you, but for generations. And so part of that is a diversified portfolio done the right way for your age, stage, and circumstances. That's number 3. Number 4 is verify the exchanges and wallets. And if you're dealing with crypto, you have some other elements of exchanges and wallets that get into the thing. So make sure that you're using reputable cryptocurrency exchanges, and make sure that you have secure wallets, that you don't leave it out online, that you pull, because you don't want to be subject to phishing scams and that kind of thing. Number 5, this is something that a lot of people don't think about. Check the liquidity of the coin. Or the investment in general. It doesn't matter. Here's what I mean by this. Liquidity means that I can get in and out easily. There's plenty of buyers and sellers. If I buy, let's say I buy, it doesn't matter what the investment. Let's say I buy 1,000 of something, but the daily trading of that something that I bought is only like 5 units. Well, if I own 1,000, and the daily trading's 5, I can't get out of it quickly enough. That means that there's no liquidity. Now, if I own 1,000, the daily trading is 50,000 or 100,000, then we have liquidity. So when I say check liquidity, how much of it is transacted each and every day compared to the investment you're making? Because the more illiquid it is, the harder it will be to get out without having to take a discount or a haircut or something like that. Or it's going to take you a long time to get out. Okay? So number 5. Number 6, avoid projects or avoid things that actually have no utility. When you talk about these kinds of coins, meme coins especially, what's the utility? What are they used for? How are they used? What's the value beyond that? Is there some innovation? Is there some specific or genuine use case? If there isn't, back off. Number 7, watch out for red flags. Okay? If there's a tremendously high supply of tokens, especially, and a low market cap, it makes it easy to manipulate the prices. So that's one red flag. The other red flag is that there's unclear and lack of transparency around who owns it and what's driving it. Okay, now these aren't killers in and of themselves. They're just red flags, but if I start stacking them up, it becomes a problem. There's a heavy reliance. The next red flag is that there's a heavy reliance on celebrity endorsements and viral marketing. Okay, so what's driving it is just popularity and everything. That's not a foundation for investing and building wealth. And then the last one, like it or not, if you're going to get into these kinds of investments, then be prepared to lose. Be prepared and be okay that it goes to zero. Okay, bottom line is this. If you truly want to be financially free, if you truly want to build wealth that is sustainable, that your family can depend on, generations can live on, to build a money machine that takes care of you, takes care of the next generation, takes care of the causes and the missions that you're on a sustainable basis, then you have to follow a process and you have to think about things in the long term. The desire to hit it out of the park in a day or 2 days is the level that gets you in trouble, because as fast as it can grow is as fast as it can tank. And that's what happened here. Now, I believe that there was intent here. That's just me. I don't know enough of the facts, but just on the surface, who was she? What was she trying to do? She was just trying to profit. Now, maybe she was naive and didn't understand the legalities of doing it, but people got hurt in the process. And whatever it is, whether she's naive or not, and if she profited from it, I think they take it all away. And she should pay the price for the crime. I don't have any tolerance for it, because I see what devastation it leaves behind when someone gets scammed out of their financial future, their financial security, and their family is hurt. And I don't want that for you. So I want you to look at things with a set of criteria, a set of rules, and a process that builds wealth over the long term, and not trying to hit home runs every time. Some people have heard me talk about this before, that your wealth building journey starts off really flat. Okay. From an investment standpoint, I'm not talking about trading. I'm not talking about options. That's a different discussion. I'm talking about sustainable long-term wealth. Investing is what I'm talking about. At the very beginning, you're in what I call the wealth flat line. You're putting money away, and you feel like you're making zero progress. I know I did. You listen to someone like me, and you're putting money away for 4, 5, 6 years, and you go, shoot, I just made $67. This guy's an idiot. It doesn't work. And I see all these people on TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff that are making a killing overnight. They tell you about the wins. They don't tell you about the losses. They don't tell you whether they have sustainable wealth or not. But in that flat line, what's really happening is you're compressing a spring. You're compressing a spring. You're compressing a spring. And it's the spring of your money momentum that's going to take you to the wealth that you need. Because once you hit the tipping point, which you get there over time, you hit the acceleration zone of your wealth. It is why the subtitle of my book says it's how do you get your money to work harder for you than you did for it. The day you have the opportunity to have your money creating more money for you at a faster rate than you can earn it with your efforts is the day you have a money machine with the capacity to give you the life you want. That's what I want for you. That's the way we do it, but you do it over the long term. You don't do it with meme stocks. You don't do it with meme coins. You don't do it with meme investing. You don't do it with this. You follow a process. You do the due diligence. You do the research. If it doesn't fit the rules, if it doesn't fit the criteria, no matter how great a salesperson they are and the story is, you walk away from the deal. That's just my thought. All right? So, I felt compelled to jump in here live. I don't do it often, but maybe I'll do it more often if y'all like. And just kind of talk about this, because I was reading about it, and this idea that I didn't know on her part, I call BS on it. You knew exactly what you were doing. You were trying to profit on the backs of the people that supported you in the process of making your viral sensation on some sort of sexually exploitive kind of thing. And the very people that that supported her to get there is the one that she has scarred by stealing from them and doing what she did. I don't have tolerance for it, if you can tell. All right? Because I look at my audience, I look at the things that I do, and and I sit back and I go, I want to protect my audience. I don't want to put anything in front of them that could hurt them, because I get to do what I do because of you, because I have people in my audience that follow me. And I'm not going to take a chance to erode that trust, damage that relationship. And so for whatever the profit motive is. And so I look at this and say, it's a sad thing she did, and I hope she pays the price. And I hope that the people that got hurt somehow are made whole again. I don't know if they will be. I don't know if they can be. But that's my hope. But my other hope is this. You all in my audience, my followers, the people that follow my content, don't ever get caught in something like this. And that if you see something like this, that you reach out, that you ping me, that you DM me, and you say, hey, what do you think? Because I'll tell you what I think. I don't sell investments. I don't sell insurance. I simply want you to grasp your dreams, to know that you have the capacity to master your money, to eliminate financial stress, to allow yourself the opportunity to be in control of your money once and for all, and not have it control you. That's all I'm here to do. And I hope that I can do that through my show and the episodes we drop twice a week, which, by the way, we dropped one this morning that talks about what a Trump presidency could mean for your taxes, your Social Security, the things like that that might come about. So check it out. So I want to do it through my show. I want to do it through my social. I want to do it through my book and my speaking around the country. And so I hope that this serves you. I'm here for you. And I hope that none of you that are listening got caught in this scam, because it was a scam. Okay. And if you did, I hope that you find a way to make it whole. So, all right, y'all. I just wanted to jump in here for a moment, say hello, give you this. It was on my heart. It was on my mind, and I didn't want to ignore it. And I hope that you have a blessed rest of the day, rest of the week. And like I said, I'm here for you. Ping me, DM me. Let's chat. All right. Have a blessed day. See you soon.